Good day, everybody. We're back, and today
we're going to be changing the oil on a 2020 F-150 XLT.
And isn't she pretty? This is a fairly simple job. It just requires some basic hand tools and equipment. You need a catch pan and a funnel. You got your filter. We've got 5W30 full synthetic oil is what we're going to be putting in it.
With this body style of truck in 2019, they switched from 520 to 530 because they found it was better for the engine.
Yes, that's right, Sarah. And even if you have the earlier truck, you should put the 530 in it. That's actually recommended by Ford. So even if she says 520 on these with the 5-liter, you want to use the 530 full synthetic. Having said all that, let's get started. We're going to start by popping the hood. And there she is. This is the 5-liter V8 model, and she holds about 8 quarts of oil, so make sure 8.8. There you go, folks. 8.8 liters or quarts?
That was quarts.
That's quarts. Okay, it's about the same thing in liters.
Yeah.
We've already warmed up the engine. We're going to go ahead and remove the oil filler cap, and that's it right there on the passenger side. Just turn that and pop it out. It'll just help the oil drain a little bit faster. Okay, and there's the oil filter right there at the front of the engine block. You can see the balancer there, or the lower crank pulley. This is her right here. But before we drain it and remove the oil filter, we're going to need to remove this skid plate.
Now the skid plate is held on by 4 15mm bolts.
And there they are right there, and 2 at the back. You can just see them there. So we're going to go ahead and break those loose. And put them in our parts bucket.
Oh.
Nope, don't knock over your parts bucket. Girl power. What color are your nails today?
They're purple. And some sparkles.
And some sparkles. Makes it more faster. With these trucks, you don't really have to jack them up. There's lots of room under here.
Oh yeah.
Just spin that out. Just come right out of there. Go ahead and slide that right out of there. There we go. There's your skid plate.
And just slide it off to the side.
Okay, and now this is the oil pan here. This is the drain plug for these. And it's kind of a 2-stage. You kind of turn it and it'll come out and then stop, and then you turn it some more and it comes the rest of the way out. Now, thank you, Ford, for, aiming it right at the transmission and over the sway bar and everything else. That's why we took the skid plate off, because there's 8 quarts of oil behind this sucker. Warm oil. And when you take this out, you want to go to the first stage and then go to the second stage and kind of keep your finger on it. Don't just pull it straight out of there, because it will it'll shoot almost to the back of the truck and you will make a huge mess. And let's hope we don't. We got some cardboard down. In fact, I might move this around a little bit before we start, just in case. But yeah, you want to be careful. Don't just, spin that sucker out of and pull it out, because you'll be picking it up from the back garage door there and getting a lot of kitty litter together. So that's kind of why we're doing this video. There's some things you want to watch out for on these. So having said that, let's get to it. We got our catch pan, and you don't want to, you can't avoid it. You can see this thing's been coated before. It'll never rust, obviously, but yeah, if you don't want to get oil over everything, well, we've got a cure for that too. We're going to go ahead and do our Axle Snake Dog oil deflection trick once again, like we do on the Harleys there. And yeah, no, I didn't just make that by hand with a Sharpie. This isn't no half-ass operation around here. Get your catch pan under it and just slide your paper up over this bar and kind of in front of the bell housing. And there's not a lot of room in here. So like I said, it's kind of, oh, here, we should show this. I'm going to pull the paper out of the way for 1 minute. Okay. There you go. So just like that. And you see this thing. And like I said, you want to keep your finger on it and kind of let it like drain and drip for a while. I should put gloves on, but I never do. So you just don't need a wrench or anything really. You just give it a good twist there. And you can see it's turning. And it kind of steps its way out. Just like that. And there's the first lock. And then it goes straight for a bit. And there's the final turn. Now we want to get, yeah, you can already see it starting to drip there.
Yep.
Now we want to get the paper in there. Okay, just wanted to show you when you, like I said, this thing will, there's some oil in there. Okay, so we're just going to slide that up. And this just keeps it from going just all over everything. Kind of help drip it into the pan there. I'm going to get my arm in from the side so I can hold it. Just like that. We'll go ahead and fully remove the thing. I know you guys can't see me doing it now, but I don't want this stuff everywhere. There we go.
Oh,
yeah.
it's starting.
And just like that. Let it out a little more. And just let some of the pressure bleed off before you pull that right out of there. Because like I said, there's 8 quarts of oil behind this sucker. So that's why we took the oil cap off at the beginning too. It just helps it drain a little faster. More faster.
More faster.
There you go. There you go. And that's where the paper comes into play there. It just helps keep it a little cleaner. Take it out just a little more. Yeah, be patient. Good idea to do this warm, but not like you just shut it off either.
Yeah.
Even if you got gloves on, this is that's a little while to have your fingers in there. You can see it's running pretty good. Yeah, take your time. Hope that helps someone out there. There you go. Let me just pull that out of there. And there it is right there. You see what I mean? You've got, it's like a progressive screw there. It's just made out of plastic. It's got a rubber O-ring on it. And that's her. Boy, that paper really helps. Instead of getting it all over everything, you just, yeah, we barely spill a drop. That's really good. Well, that's draining. Opportunity to clean this thing up a bit and get a better look at it. And there it is right there. Now we can go ahead and take the filter off. Now guys, you can see where the filter is here. Once again, you know, this is why we took the skid plate off, because it'll get it all stuck in here, and with the heat of the motor and everything, it'll start to stink and everything. That'll be unpleasant. So we've got the catch pan under here, but just to kind of help, once again, we're going to go with our little paper trick here and try and keep as much of it. Shove that up under the filter there. And you can use a wrench on these, a filter wrench, but you can usually just reach in there and break it by hand. We'll see. And this will just help keep some of, if not most of, the oil off of all of this. Let's put that like that. Put a little, put a little crease in it like that. Okay, I'll try not to get in the way of the shot. Yeah, oh yeah, she came off like nothing. Let's see, it'll start to run here in a minute.
Oh, it's coming out the back there.
Oh, there we go, there we go. Yeah, it's coming off the back of the paper. We're not getting it on the frame rail. Yeah, just put that up on top there and you can see what I mean. It just keeps it off the frame, keeps it off the wires. Hope that trick helps somebody out there. Oh, here we come. Here we come. Try to keep it upright. There we go. I got most of it still in there. And there you go. Wipe off that mating surface. Just like that. Get our new filter. And there she is right there. Before you put that sucker back on the truck, make sure you go ahead and move that seal up really good so it doesn't stick on there. This one came off really good, and so somebody did it last time, so that's good. And these go in kind of like this, so you can't really pre-charge them. Okay. And just reinstall your new filter. You don't need to wrench this on, just not even as all the way as tight by hand as you can do it, but that should be good just like that. That's all she needs. Just wipe your greasy fingerprints off there, just like that. And reinstall your drain, which is a real pain in the ass with that in the way there. And there you go. And it just locks in place like that.
Now we're going to reinstall the skid plate.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to start filling her up with oil. Start with a 5-liter jug, and then we'll check it and see where we're at and fill it up accordingly. Well, that's it for that one. Check dipstick. Not even registering. And that's a good sign. It means we got all the oil out of it. Okay, we got about 6 quarts in it now. And we're just starting to register on the stick. That's great. So now we're going to top it up accordingly. Oh, yeah, they sure put this in a spot, I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. We're just about up to the full line. So now we're going to go ahead and start the vehicle and take some up in the filter and move it around the motor a little bit. Okay, Sarah, go ahead and start it up. Check it again. Yeah, you can see we took quite a bit up, and we put a little more in before we started it too, so yeah, that's taking it up in the filter. Add about another liter to it. That should be perfect, because this is, we've got 10 liter, well, 2 5-liter jugs. We got 10 liters here, and we use just about all of it, so there we go. We're dead on. Perfect. And reinstall the oil cap. catch your used oil in the empty containers. You can take this to any garage or recycling center and they'll take it. Now we're going to do the oil reset procedure. We're going to start by turning the ignition to accessory. Now we're going to go to the left keypad on the steering wheel. You can see oil change required. We're going to hit OK. Now we're going to go down the menu to settings. OK. To oil life reset and hold down OK. You can see it resetting there. She's now 100%, and that's it. Back out of the menu. Do whatever you want. And that's all. Well, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful to someone out there. Have a good day, everyone. Take care of each other. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications.
Wow, that's a lot to think about at 100 kilometers an hour. Right on. Good night, everyone.